The universe is a giant brain, and you're one of its thoughts. Welcome to Understanding the Universe, where curiosity meets endless discovery. Have you ever stopped to marvel at the vastness of the universe? From the smallest particles on Earth to the colossal galaxies scattered across space, everything feels interconnected in a mysterious way. But what if this connection runs deeper than we think? What if the entire universe operates like a giant brain, with each of us playing a small but significant role as one of its thoughts? In this video, we'll dive into a groundbreaking concept that bridges science and philosophy. The idea that the universe functions like a massive neural network, akin to the human brain. We'll explore the science behind this analogy, the personal implications for consciousness, and the philosophical wonder of seeing ourselves as part of something far greater. Let's start by looking at the surprising parallels between the brain and the universe. At first glance, brains and the universe may seem like two entirely different things. One is small, squishy, and contained within a living organism, while the other is incomprehensibly vast, chaotic, and spread across billions of light years. Yet scientists have uncovered striking similarities between the two. In our brains, neurons connect through webs of intricate networks. These connections allow for communication, decision-making, and thought. Similarly, the universe is structured as a vast web called the cosmic web. This network is made up of galaxies, stars, dark matter, and energy, all connected by filaments stretching across space. Research has revealed that the patterns of these cosmic connections bear a remarkable resemblance to the networks in our brains. Just as neurons cluster and create links, galaxies form clusters connected by these filaments. In computer simulations mapping the universe, the visual similarity to a neural network is uncanny, but the parallels don't end there. Let's take a closer look at how these systems function. In your brain, neurons communicate by transmitting electrical signals across synapses. These signals allow for thought, sensation, and memory. This network of activity is dynamic. It reacts, adapts, and evolves. Now consider the universe. The cosmic web connects galaxies through a flow of energy and matter. Even though space may seem static to the naked eye, it's teeming with activity. Galaxies move, merge, and exchange energy across massive distances. Like the brain, the universe is never truly at rest. Both systems are also incredibly efficient. In neuroscience, we know that the brain uses minimal energy to perform remarkably complex tasks. The universe seems to follow a similar principle. Scientists theorize that its distribution of matter, energy, and dark matter is optimized to maintain stability and balance, a process that mirrors the brain's efficiency in processing and organizing data. These parallels invite a thought-provoking question. Could it be that the universe isn't just a structure that looks like a brain, but something that functions like one? Could its interconnectedness represent a form of intelligence? To delve deeper into this idea, let's define intelligence. Intelligence, in its simplest form, is the ability to connect, process, and adapt information. Your brain does this seamlessly, receiving stimuli, making sense of them, and responding accordingly. It self-organizes, learns from experience, and creates meaning from chaos. The universe exhibits similar traits. It has evolved from an initial state of chaos, following the Big Bang, into a highly structured system. Stars formed, galaxies expanded, and planets created conditions for life. These developments were guided by physical laws, which in essence serve as the rules that govern how the universe behaves. The self-organization of matter into complex systems could be seen as a kind of rudimentary thinking on the universe's part. If we expand this idea further, we find that our consciousness might not be separate from the universe's broader intelligence, but rather an extension of it. Human consciousness, after all, is not isolated. It arises from the same matter that makes up the stars and galaxies. This leads us to an intriguing idea. Mind and matter are deeply intertwined. Your brain, remarkable as it is, doesn't produce thoughts in isolation. It builds connections, draws from memory, and processes external stimuli. Similarly, the universe is built on interactions. Its structure depends on matter and energy exchanging information, much like neurons firing in your brain. So where does our consciousness fit into the picture? Some scientists and philosophers propose that human consciousness may be the universe's way of experiencing itself. Just as neurons in your brain form networks to create your thoughts, could humanity, a collection of interconnected beings, be a thought within the larger system of the universe? This might sound abstract, but consider the energy exchanges happening at all levels. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are processes powered by energy. In this sense, you not only exist in the universe, you are the universe experiencing itself in a uniquely conscious form. If this idea feels uncomfortably philosophical, let's take a look at the science supporting the concept of interconnectedness. Physicists working on quantum entanglement have shown that particles separated by vast distances remain mysteriously linked. Changes in one particle are instantly reflected in the other, no matter how far apart they are. This eerie phenomenon suggests that distance, as we commonly understand it, might not break connections. On a larger scale, every action you take creates ripples of consequence through the web of humanity and, by extension, the systems of the universe. This interplay reminds us that no part of the universe truly exists in isolation, not even the stars, which depend on the matter around them to ignite, shine, and eventually transform. Seen from this perspective, our role in the universe becomes more than just observing it. We're active participants, part of a vast web of relationships that stretches from the smallest subatomic particles to the largest galactic clusters. The idea of consciousness existing on multiple scales is particularly fascinating. Think of it this way: just as your thoughts emerge from the collective activity of individual neurons, could a form of cosmic consciousness emerge from the collective activity of galaxies, stars, and planets? The question is not whether the universe is thinking in the same way humans do. Human thought is localized within our brains and tied to biological processes. Instead, it's about broadening our perspective on what intelligence means. If patterns, connections, and responses are the foundation of intelligence, then the universe might indeed qualify as a vast, complex mind, one that we are integrally part of. This leads us to an inspiring conclusion. Life on Earth, and everything we do, reflects the same organizing principles seen across the universe. From the arrangement of atoms in DNA to the gravitational forces holding galaxies together, the fundamental laws governing the universe are woven into every aspect of existence. Seeing ourselves as an extension of the cosmos gives new meaning to life. It suggests that by simply existing, we play an active part in the universe's continuing evolution. Every thought, emotion, and action carries us deeper into the story of the cosmos, a story far greater than any individual. Now let's step back and reflect on the larger philosophical questions this idea raises. If the universe indeed functions like a brain, what does that mean for how we view ourselves? At its core, this concept inspires awe. It encourages a shift from seeing humans as small and insignificant to seeing ourselves as vital expressions of the universe's intelligence. This perspective also challenges our conventional understanding of individuality. If we are all part of a vast, interconnected system, then our actions, thoughts, and relationships carry greater weight. They ripple outward, shaping not just our immediate lives, but the universe's broader patterns. At the same time, this idea humbles us. It reminds us that while we are an essential part of the cosmic web, we are also just one thread in an infinite tapestry. It's a delicate balance of significance and humility, a recognition that being small doesn't mean being unimportant. Practically, this view affects how we approach life. It invites us to think about the connections we foster, the energy we contribute, and the meaning we derive from our interactions. If we are indeed thoughts within the universe's larger mind, then every moment of creativity, kindness, and learning becomes an act of cosmic importance. This perspective also encourages curiosity. Understanding our place within the universe pushes us to explore not just outer space, but inner space, the workings of our own consciousness. By seeking knowledge, we expand the universe's ability to know itself through us. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect. The parallels between the universe and the brain are more than just intriguing. They're profound. They challenge us to rethink everything we know about existence, intelligence, and our role in the cosmos. If the universe is indeed a thinking entity, then each of us represents one thought in its boundless mind. This thought is unique, irreplaceable, and deeply connected to everything else in existence. So the question becomes not just, what is my place in the universe? But what will my thought contribute to its story? The universe is a giant brain, and you are one of its brilliant, vital thoughts. What will you choose to think, create, or inspire next? We'd love to hear your thoughts on the content. Please leave a comment and let us know what you enjoy most and what you'd like to see more of on the channel.